Ama hizo
Yes,
nini?
can.
Yeah, piko fiti.
Kuna mwenye anasema ako na shida ya macho. Can they see?
Okay. Is that okay? At least for wenye wako na shida ya macho. So so what we basically do is we read through the content and try to understand exactly what we are going to do, like here. So far none of the JavaScript we've written has allowed us to, if you're done with Tuesday's content, then you're going to understand what this means. But maybe when you're going to get here, it's going to be easier for you when you're going through it. So JavaScript has already allowed us to interact with the browser. So let's try writing that. This the alert. Try using the alert function um, on the console. So so alert. In, you see, this is what happens. You're going to get a pop-up from moringa.instructure, because that's the web browser we are in. So if you were in another different browser, like let's say let's say this one for YouTube, and then you try to inspect and use console. I'm just trying to show you why it's saying Moringa in structure. So alert. You see, YouTube is alerting me. So yeah, that's how the function alert basically works. So if you want it to, if for example you want to basically what they're doing, yes, they're telling us here is functions are different from methods because they are called by themselves. So and whereas methods are actions that are called on something, so you have to call upon the methods, but functions, they are called upon themselves. So you, for example, when you call this, let's try it over here, uh 3.5, 3.5. uh, you see, we are calling to fixed method on the number method on the number 3.5 higher. So that's why it has already been fixed to the, I don't know, to the, it has been rounded off higher. So but when you do alert, it's going to tell you, it's going to give you that notification message that we saw earlier higher. So there, I think, let me just try and summarize this. There are three types of functions, or rather the three types of functions, sorry, that you're going to learn here is just alert, prompt, and confirm. Yeah, confirm. So let's try using prompt and see how it works. Prompt. Let's just use the message that we've been given over there. So what is your favorite? And then give it uh, notes. So and then, oh no, not Earth. and enter. And then if you fill in cuts, uh, that prompt will be it will give you that prompt that you've input. And then for confirm works almost as almost like a prompt, but I don't know, a bit different. And then give it a note saying, and then this one, the confirm one, it just tells you true or false. So that's the difference between confirm and prompt. So you can see it here. This time press the cancel button, and so if you do this and you press the cancel button, let me just repeat.
You can just press, yeah, the up button.
Yeah, like that. So going to tell you false because the answer is not sure. You didn't say okay. So that's basically what functions entail. Are we together?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the next topic we're going to practice the functions. So let's try and answer these questions together. How can we comment out
Just
code?
what has a question?
Okay, go ahead, just what?
I wanted to ask if you wanted like to use the prompt
Mm-hmm.
and confirm button together, how would you put it? Like let's
Sorry.
say I input my you I wanted to use like the prompt button and the confirm
Mm-hmm.
button together. How would I put how would I write the code
I
so that
asked. Mm-hmm.
when I input the name, like
Mm-hmm.
it will prompt you to input your name.
Mm-hmm.
Once I input the name, it now brings me the confirmation.
Okay. Um, uh, maybe Catherine, you can help me answer that.
Wow, that is just I don't know. Honestly, Sina Jimbe.
Okay. I honestly don't know. Maybe Beatrice can help us, or someone else who knows the answer first before Beatrice helps us. Maybe. Oh, let me put someone on the spotlight. Terry Moshire. I thought she was somewhere ahead of this content.
What? Okay. Is it just me? I might get put on the spotlight a lot.
You're the rep.
Um,
It's just you.
no, it's not me. I'm not sure. I really didn't think about going like that. They just what I asked.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay,
if I was
maybe
to think about it, okay, yeah. Sorry.
okay, you can continue and then maybe I can train. Yeah. Continue, just continue.
Uh-huh. We'd have to create. I don't know. Maybe a variable to store the response that the what's that function called again? Prompt. Yeah. I don't. I
Yes,
really don't know what I'm saying.
No, no, you're on the right path. Go ahead.
uh,
Okay.
Mm,
variable prompt.
mm.
Okay. We'll maybe I don't know. Yeah. We'll name it
Don't say I
prompt.
don't know. You know. Say it.
Okay. We can name the variable prompt, and then have it store the response that prompt the function gives back.
So kindly direct me through what I'm going to write. You can see my screen.
I can see your screen here. So prompt again. That's why I don't think prompt is the best name for that variable, but it's okay. Let's just go with it.
You can call it another name.
Let's call it name because we'll ask this person to give
No,
us.
no, no, do not do name. Do not do name.
For real? Okay.
Yeah, because name, when it comes to JavaScript, sometimes name is very vague. So you can say something like a prompt statement, like prompt statement.
Okay.
No, say prompt statement.
Var,
Yeah,
var.
there.
No. We are still it's a
Breathe
name of the-
in and out. I do var. Var. Okay. Space. Now prompt statement. Ishkane. And you put the camel, the camel, like that, exactly. So equals, go ahead, Mushire.
We want this to store the value that the prompt function will have. So I think prompt, type prompt, and then open and close bracket. And then then I'm going to adjust semicolon. In there, now enter. Just write something. Undefined. Okay.
Well, let's see if
Okay.
is that what it means?
So now, what did he want us to do after we prompt? We do what?
Just what?
Like once you, it should like be automatically. It prompts you first.
Yeah, we've
And
not
then
finished writing the code. Yeah, and then.
once you input your name, it brings you the confirm button. Like, are you sure?
Oh, okay. So now, now we can use confirm the function, and then open brackets, and then inside the bracket now write, are you sure? But now we've not called prompt.
Ebu, let me see what you could do with the variant so I'm not sure.
Teresia, zoom in kiasi.
Kidogo tu. Like that. Is that?
Yeah, that's works fine.
Yeah, so I think that's how you do it.
Ebu, sorry, do again. Ebu, just do again.
Okay, so I've created a variant. Her name is equals to prompt. And then confirm Ah. That. So you write your name, the name. Then
Okay.
it becomes true.
Yeah.
So does that answer your
Right.
question? Just
Yeah.
facts.
So,
Three?
so that is one way of doing it. And actually, you see now that's the problem with that. Who can tell me the problem with that, the way they're doing it? There is only one problem. Anyone who can try, I'll pick randomly actually. Nowadays, let me not, because if I tell you guys to pick, you guys are not picking. No, just what I'm not going to ask you a question that you have asked. Ajedaida.
Hi, Beatrice.
Hi.
Okay, I think I'll take a pass on this one.
No, just say whatever you have in mind.
I think, I don't know, they've not defined his name, her name thing. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. They have already, because the her name, it's now the variable, like it's the value that is it's kind of what is going to represent the argument, right? So they have already defined it, but I just want to know, when you look at that compared to what Teresia has been taking us through with prompt, what is lacking in that statement?
I do not know.
Yeah.
I do not know.
All right, all right. Adeline Makoha. Adeline, kindly unmute.
Can I give it a try?
Just a minute, just a minute. I want Adeline to talk. Adeline, kindly unmute and talk. You're not talking. If you could talk, actually your mic would be moving at this moment. So you're not talking. Or just type your answer on the chat. The thing is, I don't want, because I've realized there are people who are just in the class just to exist, just to showcase they were in the class. The thing is, they're not interacting. So, Adeline, make sure you type your answer on the chat at this moment. Agnes Koinange,
I'll just pass.
you just say what you have in mind.
I don't know. I was thinking they haven't defined the variable his name or her name.
All right. That's okay. That's okay. Maureen Diema, go ahead.
Could it be the comments?
No, not really, not really. But you're there, but not exactly that. Not the comments. And when you say the comments, are you saying the ones that are not supposed to be shown?
Yeah.
Oh no, not that one. Drusilla, go ahead.
I think okay. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just trying. When okay, Teresa, just open your browser, please. First, okay, me one thing that I noticed is that you didn't put a semicolon. I think that's something that you said you have to keep doing at the end of confirm. That's one thing. And okay, also at prompt, you put a space between your brackets and prompt. And then also inside the bracket, you've just put, it's just we don't know what you're asking, what you're supposed to put in there. So maybe you can put a message, what is your name?
Exactly. That's it. That's it. So sour. Good. What you do in the prompt statement, there was nothing. So let's say, for example, we were not in class, Teresia, and you had input that code. Now somebody would not have known, is it like, is it a name? Is it a school? Is it a day? You understand?
Yeah.
So kindly write that code properly. You can just press the up button badala ya kurudia. It's a string. Run it again. Exactly.
What about the semicolon?
Yeah, the semicolon is very important. Actually, it's very important. Do this again. The up button. When I say the up button, unaona hapo karibu na sijui nini yenu, kuna kwaga kwa shift, kuna hizo arrows zenye zinaonyeshana like side zinakaza remote or something.
Chini juu,
Yeah,
left,
kuna ya
right.
chini juu, side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ya juu.
Okay. Like this.
No, unafinya tu hiyo si hizi, si hizo zenye ziko kwa laptop, kwa console. On your laptop.
Ndio nafinya.
Before you type.
Before I type. Oh,
exactly.
Wow. Okay.
So you can put on "Are you sure?" Do this after the "Are you sure?" Space.
After the quotation marks.
Yeah. Then plus, then space, her name.
I name the variant.
Do it again. Maybe. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that is one way of doing it. And I'm really proud of you guys for asking that question, for taking initiative. Terry?
Yes, Beatrice?
You knew?
Yeah. Did I though?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because most of it is you who did it. So you really did know. Joseph Odero, go ahead.
After hii statement ya prompt hapo, as in after umemaliza at least assume kiasi juu na najaribu kuona hiyo hapo mwisho hiyo.
I don't know what's happening. Sijui mbona I think ni kwa sababu niko kwa console I zoom.
I think it's not going to zoom.
Yeah, because like right now I'm at 250 and 300 it's not zooming.
Okay.
So let's say, Joseph,
yes.
On your laptop, have you opened messages?
Messages?
Ebu cancel hiyo tabia message ifungwe sasa ubaki na vitu kama name on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, ebu cancel.
Oh, ndio nimeona vizuri sasa.
Exactly. All right, Alex, you have a question? And Adeline, I've not seen your answer, which is really disappointing because I know why I've called you.
Okay, for me, I was suggesting instead of doing it step by step, maybe one can do it in some automatic way by writing a single function. Then you have all those commands inside, and then you call the single function one.
Yeah, that one would have been very helpful, Alex. But the problem is, the other thing that I'm very careful about, remember you guys went through pre-prep. There are people
Yeah.
who didn't go through pre-prep. So if we jump from here to function
Yeah.
immediately, we are going to lose them.
True.
So that's why it's a step by step. I know like we can write it in a function, but I want to take them step by step so that now when you are going to deliver them to the function, at least it's way easier. That's why we are not even using something like the index.js. We are still using the console, right? Because it's
Sure.
a step by step thing. Yeah. But I love your suggestion. Later on, they will see why the function was really better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So go ahead. Took on a 15 minutes.
Mhm. So I think I'll give the 15 minutes to my pair and delay from there.
Kathleen, the floor is yours. Kathleen. Apparently, I saw there's someone who's called Kathleen.
About the pass float.
Mm-hmm.
If you use pass float without
Decimal numbers.
yes, decimal numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, so those decimal, you know how we are using pass int to bring back numbers as numbers rather than strings. So pass float brings decimals back as numbers and not as strings.
Yeah, let her just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. So var, just write var pi equals to a string.
Ian has raised his hand.
String ni unaweka quotes. 3.149. Semicolon. Okay. Then do pass floats. Enter. Right now, ebu return pi right now. No, do pi peke yake kwanza. So at the moment, you can see it has come back as a string. So do pass floats. Then you put pi inside. And that's
it's a number now.
It's a number now. Have you seen Terry?
Yes.
Ian?
It was before you wrote the pi, but I guess I wanted to say to differentiate whether a given variable is a string or a number, one should look at the color. But yeah.
Amazing. Drusilla?
Before we close that, Catherine, before you close, I think what Josphat was asking, have we really answered it? Like now when we're trying to fix that, but return it as a nini, as a number and not as a string, like that pi, like making it like, let's say rounding it off to one decimal, but as a number.
No, we didn't answer that. We answered why we cannot use the string, but there's another method that you can use to round off a number. Do you know it?
Not a method. Apart from to fixed.
Yeah, because now that one just returns, it returns it to a string, right? The to fix method, okay?
Yeah.
But now let's say, for example, we want to return it as a whole number.
We can use the,
So maybe we can use something that is called input math round, math kubwa. Math hiyo ya juu, click hiyo yenye imetokea hapo juu. Round
math
dot round, then because it's a method, just iso brackets, 3.149. Then close. Enter. So that's one way of just exactly. So that is one way of just doing it to bring it into as a number, like as a whole number. But now the things that you have learned when the reason why I was hesitant a little bit to say math background is because you have not reached that place, but we had learned about to fix, and a lot of people are going to the to fix part. So to fix just brings back a number as a string, but math round now brings it as a whole number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
So,
good now? Just for sorry.
Drusilla, go ahead.
Okay, you know, when you put math round in the bracket, you put the number. But what if you want to use the, you know, like you want to use pi instead of using the number?
We can try and see what will happen. Arrow, just put an arrow, ile arrow ya juu instead of typing it all. Inside input pi.
Yeah. Oh, bado inaleta.
Yeah, still it will work. So these things are about you playing with them. Just play with them as much as possible. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so we are done with the meeting. Okay, one last thing. I saw there were a poll. Let me see. People who take, what time do you take breakfast? It is